We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try it again.
You were looking so good to me the night we met. I could not see how deep you were.
We got action, baby.
Now that some time has passed, you make me feel it was meant to last. I never wanna be apart. Oh no. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day. When do I wanna love you? When do I wanna see you?
All the time. Hello?
When do I wanna love you?
Every day.
When do I wanna see you?
All the time. Yup. I want all of your time. I said it. I want all of your time. I want to be with you all the time. Listen, I used to give somebody all of my time until he wasted my time. But baby, I got something to tell you. Somebody slid up in my DMs and I saw that right before the show. Hello. Y'all know what time it is. You don't know what time it is? Oh, you're new here? Or you forgot? Guess what?
Finally, a show with an array of topics. I mean, she talks about it all. The Natasha Simona Sequence, Evening Edition, begins now.
Hello? Shout out to the room. Shout out to the entire room. John Ollie just walked into the building. Hey, John Ollie. Hey, Grandma. Grandma was 99. DJ Shadow Red just walked into the building. Turtle Man official. Shout out to the room. Shout out to the entire room. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good Thursday evening. Shout out to my back office girl that's holding me down as we get into the Natasha Simona sequence. Shout out to Rick Party. He better not be late for the party. Rick Party's probably asleep. And a special shout out to my back office guy. Hello? Shout out to my back office guy because how many times did I fire him this week? Thank you, Cole Green. Y'all are liking the little sequence situation. I mean, this is the Natasha Simona sequence. Figured I'd bust out a sequence. Hello? Shout out to my back office guy. So how many times did I fire him this week? I fired him about 5, 6, 7 times. Okay. Well, he's back. So I called him and I'm like, hey, yo, back office guy. He's like, But he came through. He came through. Hello. I don't even know if he's in the building just in the name of me trying to figure it out, because, equipment is a trip. So I haven't really been able to properly scan his attendance. Dear back office guy, matter of fact, my back office girl knows when the back office guy is in the building. How about it? She'll let me know. Excuse me, let me pull up some communications over here. Okay. He's not here. Okay. Well, he was here when the live got a little messed up before, but at any rate, whatever. Just to let you know, today's guest, this evening's guest, I should say, we are going to have a hell of a time. He is, let me just, first of all, we met at the salt and pepper, thing. If you were at the after, Natasha, something's going on with my brain. A little piece of my brain was hurting me earlier today. The guest this evening, his name is Shed G. We met at the Salt and Pepper brunch for their Hollywood Walk of Fame situation a couple of weeks ago. This man that's coming on tonight is a time. Now, there is something that will blow you all away. So you better tell a friend and tell a friend, because he acts, A-C-T-S, acts. How do you say that word? How do you say that word? Acts. So how do you say A-S-K? Ask. And then how do you say A-C-T? Act. You know what? It doesn't even matter. You all know what I'm saying. There's something that he does that will blow you all away. And we're going to have a really, really, really good time. And he said that I missed out a piece of a story about how we first met. As if there was a second time. But whatever. So he's coming up. He's our special guest today. File in here. Take your shoes off. I'm excited to be here with you all. We are exactly 1 week away from Thanksgiving. If you partake in family activities on the holiday, if you're working and such, let me know. And if you're by me, I will bring you some dinner. And I'm very serious. So, you know, a lot of our first responders are working that day, and whatever other jobs are open, they still need bodies to man them. So I'm starting from now to let you know, if you are in the Los Angeles area, if you are working on Thanksgiving, please let me know and I will come and bring you food. Okay? What are you doing? There's seating. There's seating for the guests over here. I've got drinks passing around all week. I've been passing around whatever you want. It's been a fluid menu. For the exception of all of my friends doing the Transform with Tosh 4 months to forever, be mindful of your liquor intake. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't drink, but I really don't think you should be indulging in too much alcohol. Hello? Tonight I will be sipping on some green tea. My mommy made it for me. Aww. Oh, I thought I used to have a thing in there. Yeah, my mommy, John Ollie says he wants some food. If you're going to be in Los Angeles, you can have some food. I'm extending a plate to you, John Ollie. So I'm drinking green tea in my Tasha Troops cup. So let's drink together. Hopefully you all have your drinks, and let's take a nice sip. It's nice and hot. Holy Christ! Hello. I just burned the entire roof of my mouth. If my mother or my children are watching, I need SOS help. Hold on. That was hot. You know why? Let me tell you why it was hotter than normal. Holy Christ. Huh? This is hot as hell. No, you know why? Because it's the metal canister and it's a metal straw. So the hot water had no time to cool down. I have 3rd-degree burns on my tongue. So look. Is it white or is it gone? Look.
I call 911?
No, AJ, can you get me some cold water or something? Can you put that in a I don't know.
Warm water.
It's too hot. I can't consume it. Can you put it in a I don't know, fix it. I just want to end the show now. Like, do you know how hot that was? Do you know how? You have no idea how hot that was. Look at my tongue. It doesn't. My tongue doesn't even feel like it's there. Hold on. Nah, my back office girl is crazy disrespectful for what she just sent me. Just act normal, everybody. Just act normal. Pretend like you didn't even know what just happened. And of course, now I'm like extra thirsty. Oh, thank you so much. This is cold. It hurts. Can you get me some Vaseline in my skincare drawer, in the top drawer? Mom, I swear to God, there's something wrong with my tongue. Now it hurts. Huh? Can I put Vaseline on it? You can't put Vaseline on your tongue? Why? A little bit or something. Huh?
It'll go away.
Like I can't even
What do
like,
you do?
I don't know how to help myself.
That's a
Help me help myself.
calm down first.
Okay. Okay, everybody just act normal.
Act like
Look, somebody said I could put Vaseline. Oops, Vaseline on the tongue. Look, they said get an ice cube. Coconut oil. Okay, there's coconut oil in a, okay, no. All right, this is too much now.
act normal.
Oh, just act normal? Okay, all right. Oh. Can you kiss it?
No, JJ.
Come here. Oh, don't cry for me. Okay. Okay. Shh. You can't. Don't cry. It's okay. Look at it. Is it all gone? Okay. Okay. The whole entire scope of my tongue feels like it just burned off. What did you say here, back office girl? Sea salt with water and gargle. I can't do anything. It is the most painful thing I've ever experienced, ever. Shout out to everybody. I'm sorry that you just had to witness that. Yes, this is real life. Maureen says, why is he crying? Because he feels bad for me. That's why. Everybody listen, let's just act normal. Let's act normal. Our guest has walked into the building. If I start talking funny, you all know what just happened. And this is not extra dramatics. My tongue hurts so bad. It's like burning. Like I feel like a whole layer is gone. But in the name of acting normal, just act normal, because walking in the door right now is actor, comedian, and just all around hilarious human being. We've got Shed G. Here we go. Oh boy.
The Natasha Simona sequence, evening edition. Tonight's special guest, media personality, actor, comedian, Shed G.
Go. Come on, Shed. Listen, if you witness what just happened, don't even come up here and clown me and be crazy, because I need a little bit of loving right now.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Shed.
What's going on, Miss Lady? How are you?
Did you wear this hat on purpose?
Yeah, I did. I wore it on purpose because I know you burnt your tongue and I was coming on getting you, make you happy.
Don't play with me. Do not play with me right now.
We all right. We all right. Yeah, I was messing with you. How are you, Miss Lady?
My whole tongue doesn't exist anymore. My
What was
tongue
you
is
drinking?
gone.
Was it? You said it was green tea?
So there's this canister, yeah, and it's metal, and it was piping boiling hot water, and the straw is one of those metal straws. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right.
So the heat from the tea is it's condensed, and it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Right. Right.
Without me realizing that the cool off time ain't cool off. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I aggressively took a sip of this tea and burned the entire length of my tongue and the roof of my mouth.
Right. Right.
So-
and it happens. It happens. You feel like, let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, you all right. 10, tell 10 you good. Tell 10 you good.
Oh, you
Your
know
tongue's still
10.
there. Your
You
tongue
know
is still there.
10. My tongue is
Yeah.
still. Can you kiss it?
Yeah, tell 10 to go on. I would, but that's long distance. You had 10 over there. You had 10 over there with the cry hiccups, boy. If he'd have caught them cry hiccups, it'd have been he in the corner over there. 'Cause
I know my baby's sad. He don't like when I don't
yeah,
when things happen to me. So, but
right,
Shad, listen,
right.
we listen now. That moment has passed. I don't want to
Mhm.
rest on that because you and I have some unfinished business that we have
Yeah,
to get into.
yeah, because you fibbed this morning. You fibbed. I'm not gonna lie. You made me go get my drink. Praise God. I gotta have communion because you fibbed this morning. You fibbed.
What you talking about?
How we met? Let me tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I really enjoyed watching you ever since we met, and just seeing
Thank
you
you.
grind, seeing how you do it. You inspired me to get my little, to get up and go after it because that's a blessing for you to get up and keep doing this on a consistent basis. So I really commend you on that. So I want to give you flowers right now, but let's
Thank
break
you.
it down to how we really met. Okay, okay, you did it. You look. You got me stuttering. Like that's not what happened. What you said this morning. This what happened. So me and my boy Ken, we was there. We was at the after party, right? So me and my boy Ken and my boy Q, Spinderella's husband, and stuff. We're all over there. My boy D Ellis, we're over there, and you walk in. So I noticed your look. I said, man, okay, okay. I'm a bougie dude too. Like we all like presentation. We know class. Came in,
Yes.
I was like, they said, hey, you see that with the hair? I said, yeah, she's very sexy. She wear well. She's tall. You know what I mean? And
You
she
think
she
I'm
looks nice,
tall? Hello?
right?
Thank
Well,
you.
because with your hair, it's like you stuck out. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's just like you stuck out, which is good. You always want to do that when you step into a room where you don't have to say nothing, but everybody looking at you. You don't got to say anything, right? So he's doing it. So we was laughing and talking. I said, look at her, work in the room. She's vibrant. She's cool. She has a swag about herself. I was like, she ain't from here. She ain't from LA. Because I'm not from LA, whatever, but we know. I was like, she's not from LA. So we was laughing, talking, and all of a sudden, like 30 or 40 minutes, I go over to get me communion, praise God. I go get me communion at the bar, and come back over, and you over there with my boy Ken and them, and your eyes was googly because you looking at Ken was like, oh well, hey, and this what you said now. This is what you said. I can bring Ken in on this call because this is three-way right here. This three-way. You can bring him in. And you
Is he here?
said
Wait, is Ken in the room? Is Ken in the room right now?
no, he's not in the room, but I can get him in the room. I can get him in
Tell
the
him,
room.
text him or something.
All right.
Tell him
All right.
somebody to what's his at? What's his Instagram at?
Ken, I don't know. I don't know it. I don't know it right off the bat, but I'll get it. I'll get it. But you said something to him. You said something sexy to him. You smooth with it. You got
Wait
oil
a
on your
minute.
tongue.
What?
That's why your tongue got
Yo,
burnt. Look, that's why your tongue got burnt because you got a little oil on your tongue. I'm just saying that. So she had a little oil on her tongue. She said something sexy to him, and he laughed. He goes, yeah, yeah. My wife thinks so too. And you was like, oh, what? Oh. And then that's when you was like, no, I know somebody. Like, that's when you was like, oh, no, I
yo,
know somebody. I know
it did
somebody.
not happen in that order.
Read my lips. That's how it happened. So then,
No.
no, let me finish. Let me finish, Your Honor. I heard you, Your Honor. Let me finish. So then I was like, oh, okay. I'm the one up here giving her the big ups and everything and looking at her. And it was like, okay. So I look at you, light skinned in this. You know how when light skinned in this brothers look and you choose another light skinned in this person. I'm looking at you like, what? So then I walk away, whatever. So then the night goes. Next thing you know, I'm looking at you, and then you say, when he said wife, then you look at me. I'm like, no, I'm not second best. You don't choose me second. You don't choose me second. And that's what I felt you did. You chose me second after my boy Ken, which is cool because we look alike. You know what I'm talking about? We look alike.
You
And
do.
that was so funny. And then when I sat down with what was her name?
Elise Neal.
Elise Neal, and we were
Yeah.
talking about acting and different stuff. Your little hating self gonna come over there. Then you want to rub my head and be my friend and everything. And at least looking at me. I'm glad we were talking about work and I wasn't trying to talk to her nothing. But you went on over there with your aggressive self
Did I
over there.
interrupt? Did I
Uh,
interrupt the conversation?
yes, you did. You did, and you scratched me on the back lip of part of my neck right here. You did. You did it on purpose. Bald head men love this part right here. Ladies, if you got nails, put your nails up there, T. Put your nails up. Look at the nails. Yeah, turn 'em around. If you scratch right here on a dude, on a bald-headed dude, you got him. You know how like you doing a dog do this? You almost had me, boy. I'm telling you, I almost was harder than trigonometry when
You
you
got
did
up
that.
right away. You stood up
I
right.
did. I did. I told you. I almost got harder than trigonometry. Y'all was like, oh. But I played it cool, sat back down, whatever. But this is the part that got it. We was over there laughing and talking. So then you finally met Nina, which is his wife. And
Yes.
we was laughing, and she was like, she gave you all the most compliments and talked about you and everything. So that was like one of the best things. And then you was like, well, I actually was looking at you, and I walked away. Remember, I walked away from you then. I said, I'm
See,
not second best. And I
see,
went and looked for the
y'all.
lady that was handing out food. That's what happened. That's what happened.
This is the part where when they say there's 3 sides to every story, because I promise y'all, the way my memory is set up with certain things, I remember. I If that's your story and you sticking to it, then fine. Because the first thing I said to Ken was, I think I know you, and this is weird, but I think I've been following you on Instagram.
Yeah, you did
And I
say
said,
that.
you
Yeah,
look familiar. I said, are
yeah,
you in the LA entertainment scene?
yeah, yeah.
And I
And you
told him
meant
that his
stripper.
suit jacket
You
looked
meant
nice.
stripper. Because when
Yeah,
you said, are you in the LA, you put your hand on his chest. You put your hand on
I
his
didn't
chest like this
stop
and
before his
rub.
wife be like, oh,
I
she was
know.
touching him.
She know, Ken. You touched him. But you didn't know at the time. So it's respectful because you didn't know. You said, are you in the LA entertainment? I think I know you. Your name Cream. Is that your stripper name? Your name is Cream. Are you Cream? I think
Baby.
I gave you some dollars with some baby oil on it. I'm
See,
telling
because
you.
the way you was running from me,
Yeah, because you had me second best. I said,
nah,
I'm the one who gave you the utmost respect. And I noticed you when you walked in.
then you should have
When you
came and
walked
greeted me
in.
from when I walked in. Because if you saw me from when I walked in, you saw me standing there just scanning the room.
That is a lie. You was over there doing your thing. As soon as you walked in, you was like, I am here. This is me. Who am I networking with? Let me introduce myself. I see you. And you did what you're supposed to do. That's the thing. I've been in a lot of parties and Hollywood stuff. You did what you were supposed to do, and you handled yourself and you moved with class. It wasn't
Thank you.
no, like some people be in the room to be groupies or whatever. You moved with class. You was like,
I was
hey,
your groupie that night.
read my lips.
Tell me, first of all, when I walked in there, I stood right there where you saw me, and I looked to my left, and I said, damn, okay, there's 2 of them. All right. I like that one with the little orange flower and that cream blazer. Hello?
Mm-hmm. This is always afterwards. You know how people tell a story afterwards? No, it was you. I wanted. I
The
didn't
way
want
the
the other
sun
guy
was
that I went
the
to
way the
first.
sun was beaming on your bald head. I said, I wonder what he smells like.
And you did say I smell good. I would remember the second time you was like, oh, you smell good. What do you got on? You remember what I said? I said, Shed G for women. And you was like, oh, 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 oh.
The show is over.
I
From
said,
me burning my tongue and now I'm blushing. I don't have a show anymore.
I did. But the thing was, man, it was so much fun. That's what I mean by your energy. So when we followed each other, we took our picture and we were talking. Like we even talked about you in the car when we was driving away. I was like, yo, she's
What?
dope. Yeah, because we were just talking about the party. And then, we just talked about everything because that night we all went back to the hotel because, we had flew down there for Spinderella. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And everybody, but Spin is like my girl. I love DJ Spinderella. Hey, Dana. Oh, we got some people in here. I know. Okay. But Spinderella's like one of my great friends and tour with her. And she got this thing called Spinderella Comedy Jam that is off the chain that we
So let's get
tour. We
into
just
that.
have
Are
to do
you
that.
a comedian?
Yes, so I do comedy. I've been doing comedy since 2004. I always like saying when I got what I felt I got pretty good at it. So I say since 2004. What up, Noop? All the brothers there. Oh, come on, man. The Noop's in the building. But
And you're a
yeah,
Kappa?
am I? What am I? What?
Hello?
What? You already know Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Yo, but big shout out also. Let me give my respects to the Brothers of Maker Sci-Fi Incorporated. Today's their Founders Day, so happy Founders Day to them. But yeah, I've been doing comedy since 2004,
Okay.
actually, like that, because I felt that's when I start peaking up.
Wait, so in totality, when did you start? Even when you didn't feel like you were good, like when did this journey start for you?
It actually started at Norfolk State University. I'm a proud graduate of Norfolk State University. Behold the green and gold, HBCU. And I was there, and what ended up happening, because I played ball and everything, was, SGA president, student ambassador. I was very active. And we had a comedy show. We had Sid the Entertainer, Coco Brown, Shane, and we had somebody that was going to come up there and host, but he ended up not hosting. So they was like, "Shit, won't you host? You funny." I was like, "Oh, I'm not, no." So I ended up going up hosting and having a great time, just doing what we do, just talk about things and everything, And then when I got off stage and brought up Shane, said the entertainer was like, "Yo, how long you been doing comedy?" I'm like, "I don't do comedy." He was like, "Nah, what you were doing with comedy up there?" I was like, "Nah, I was just hosting." And he was like, "Man, you may have something." So what ended up happening was I just started hosting a lot of stuff there, and then it just happened. It's one of
Yeah.
those things, just like you don't try to do stuff, you get thrown into it, and it's either you're gonna sink or you're gonna swim.
Wow. I love
Mhm.
that. And at
Mhm.
what point did you cross over from, okay, I'm hosting slash I'm a comedian and taking that craft seriously? And then did it just kind of blend into acting? Because there's
Mhm.
something cool that you do that I want
Mhm.
you to I want you to talk about that, because when you told me, I was like, I know you lying. When did
Right,
when
right.
did the blending start to happen?
So this when the blending started happening. Like my story is not like any other typical comedian. Like I'm a clean comic. I tried cussing one time, and my grandmama, Evangelist Ophelia Ephraim, went off. She was like, "Baby, you don't need to cuss. You funny without cussing and all that stuff."
Are
So
you from Virginia? Where are you from? Just a
I'm
sidebar.
originally from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Originally from Denver, Colorado. I'm born and raised Denver, 303 720 all the way, man. I love my city, Denver, Colorado. We birthed a lot of great people from Denver, Pam Grier,
Yes.
Philip Bailey, Big John. I
Wait
mean,
a
we
minute.
have Tony Dixon.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Big John.
Denver, Colorado. I interviewed someone
Mhm.
2 weeks ago. Is he from Denver? If there's anybody in the room that can remind me, do you know of a guy by the name of Dallas Jackson? He is a director, producer. He has a new movie out right now by the name of The System, starring Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We got Don Cheadle too, though. If
Okay.
you don't know, we got Don. Like the list goes on of everybody. My little cousin, Trev Rich, rapper.
Okay.
He ghostwrites for a lot. He got Grammys. Like, man, the list goes on who we have in Denver. Where
Wow.
Arnez J is
I
from
didn't know
Denver,
that.
right? India Reed. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people.
Really?
Oh man, people. They
I
be
didn't
like,
I I didn't know that. I don't know why some of
yeah,
these people I
India,
thought were
India,
from
India.
Atlanta.
Let me tell you, India Reed's dad was a basketball player. He played for the Nuggets, the Denver Nuggets. And just to say, we got a lot of great people in Denver.
Okay.
That come from there. Big John Pratt. He's the big of music in LA. I got to connect
Wow.
you with him. He'll be great to have on your show.
Okay, I would love
And we
to.
just have, yeah, we just got a lot of great people. Antonio Dixon, who's
Okay.
partners with Babyface. That's why I had lunch with after there's just so many people that we're proud to do everything that we do. Yeah, he's Sony. Good, thank you, Sexy Face 72. Hope that's a woman, and not a guy. I'm saying Sexy Face 72.
I mean, if you
Lucky
put sexy,
Charm
like
is
you
like
got a whole sexy
we
face.
have
Hello.
everybody, man. There's so many people from Denver that I'm proud to say that I just to be in just even conversation with him, you
Yeah.
know, and to further move on as far as like my journey in comedy, I m- so a guy that I went to college with on senior night, we had senior night right before he's about to graduate. So his dad is the original Temptation. Okay.
Okay.
And so we was sitting there, we was laughing, we was talking, and we had to do this big old banquet in Norfolk State. And I happened to be the MC, so I was having fun. But then the president at the time, President Marie McDermott, God rest her soul, she asked me to come up and speak on being a senior in my tenure at being at Norfolk State University. And
Hmm.
it was comedic. I talked about everything. I talked about going to a black college, being, because before I went to Norfolk State, I went to UNC,
Okay.
University of Nothing But Caucasians.
Hello.
So it was one of those universities where I never had the opportunity to go and be a part.
Right.
So I performed there, and then maybe 5 to 6 months later, I get a call from my boy John. He's like, "Yo, my dad didn't want to know if you want to go tour with him on the Six City tour or whatever." So my first like
Wow.
introduction to comedy was I was opening up for the original Temptations, Six
Wow.
Cities, doing clean comedy and having a great time. So that was a great experience.
Wow. So
Hmm.
you definitely that's a covering. That's a blessing.
Hmm.
You didn't have to go through the entertainment hazing.
No, no, no. And then let me tell you this. So I'm about to mess you up. So this is what you were talking about. So I was a training development manager for Nextel Communication. So I used to open up call centers all over the nation and everything, right? So I was making very, very good money.
Uh-huh.
And I had performed with Dave Chappelle one time when he was at the Comedy Works. And they was like, "Hey, you want to just do some time?" Because Dave Chappelle's like, "Yo, where the black comedy at?" They was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
let Shed go up. Shed black, let him go up." And
Were
that
you
time I
nervous at
did.
all?
I was nervous because it was Dave Chappelle, and I just
Yeah.
watched Half Baked. You know what I mean?
Right. So
So it was.
you're a fan, you admire his work and you're like,
Mhm.
how
Mhm.
like okay. So okay, go
Right.
ahead. Go
Somebody
ahead.
said somebody said you don't look old enough. Right. I don't. But at the time, that's what they liked because I I always talk about my experience, and I grew up old school. Like I took a bath in dishwater detergent. You know what I mean? So I talked about that's what if you see my comedy, that's what I talk about growing up. Don't let come on now. You didn't take bath in dishwater detergent. See that we did. These kids don't know, but like we took a bath in dishwater
My
detergent. I
mom
was like,
had skin
Grandmama.
so soft, bubbles and
Oh
stuff.
no, see you booze. You have that's why your skin like it is. See, I had Tide with bleach, the sand in the tub, and I'm mad. I'm like, Grandmama, it's itching me, and she like, shut up. It's color safe bleach. You ain't gonna fade. Your color gonna, that's
I'm gonna give
that's
you a hug.
right. But that's all. That's what I talk about. Is how I grew
Right.
up. Hand me down clothes.
Well,
We had
of
hand me down
course.
clothes.
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
right.
for
But
sure.
what happened? See, some people on here don't know what is hand me down clothes.
When you get close from like either your cousins or your
Your older
older
siblings, right?
siblings. Well, I didn't have
Right.
my older long story short, but I got clothes handed down from my older cousins and
Mm-hmm.
then they passed
Mm-hmm.
that down and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
But see, my problem was I have an older sister, so I used to go to school looking like Prince because I had ruffles. I had ruffles on. I used to get in a fight. I used to be like, "Shut up!" and zip me up
What?
because my pants zipped in the back. So I'm
Are you
telling y'all,
being
man,
dead
I'm being
serious?
dead serious. My sister Monique, but I tell y'all, that's how we was. But let's fast forward. So I had did a joke.
Are you still borrowing clothes from Monique?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
God
Oh,
has blessed me. My sister owned her own business in
oh,
Colorado Springs. She's doing great. You know what
God
I mean? We're
bless.
all
God
doing
bless
good.
her.
I
God
purchased
bless
my
you.
right, right. So the crazy part is, so Dave Chappelle's like, "Yo, you got talent. You might need to, go." So I picked up everything, moved from Denver, and quit my job and everything, and moved to Atlanta. So this was
Okay.
2004. So
Okay.
I moved to Atlanta 2004, and I was performing at a church. It was me, Jonathan Slocum, Marcus D. Wiley, Who else was it? Marcus D. Wiley and John Gray. John
Uh-huh.
Gray before he used to do comedy before he was a preacher. So
Oh,
so
that guy.
yep, and he was
Oh,
very funny.
wow.
He was very funny, very entertaining, very funny. So we was
Wow.
performing, and I had did a joke talking about I couldn't imagine if Medea was a Jehovah Witness
Uh-huh.
going door to door. You know what I mean? And the reason why I know that I can talk, that's why I tell everybody that's my experience. Like I talk about my experience. Like my dad is an elder, he's a Jehovah Witness. And I'm not a
Okay.
Jehovah Witness anymore. And it's not because of my dad or the religion, it's because going door to door, you know? And I just like to let everyone know who's on this live. When we knock on your door, we can hear y'all. Okay, so when we knock on your door, we can hear y'all. Okay, we been knocking on the door, y'all be like, get down, be quiet, shut the curtains, shut it. We can hear y'all, right? So I had did a joke talking about I couldn't imagine if Medea was Jehovah's Witness, and all of a sudden, Mr. Perry and Gary, this dude by the name of God rest his soul, Gary McCoy, they came to the back and they was like, "Yo, you ever thought about being in movies and doing movies and just doing different things?" And I don't care what y'all think. I thought I was sexy, so I thought I'd be the one in the plays with baby oil on. You know what I mean?
The
Singing and stuff.
husband or the
Right, yeah,
desirable boyfriend, the
Singing in the
mechanic working
plays,
in,
right,
yeah.
putting baby oil on, talking about shabba dee dee. They was like, "No, we want you to play Medea." I said, "What?" They said,
Wait,
"Yeah, we want
what?
you to." Right. They was like, "We want you to play Medea." I said, "Ah, you want me to wear the makeup and all that stuff and with the wig and the dress in Atlanta? Are you crazy? I'm not." You know, they said, "No, we want you
No.
to." I was like, nah, I'm 250 pounds strong, 6'4". I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I will not dress like no woman. I said, you gotta be crazy. You got me messed up. They said, this how much we're gonna pay you. I said, hello, Brown. Brown, if you don't stop popping that gum right now, I'm going to dial 911. And I've been doing it for the longest. You know what I mean? A big shout
Wait,
out to
we
my
gotta
homegirl
rewind.
Dana.
Wait, I gotta rewind that moment. Hold on a minute.
Mhm.
What?
Yep, yep. So I do a lot of the stunts too. I do a lot of the double work, a lot of all the stuff. It's been a blessing since 2004. Yep, me and Mr. Perry now. Oh, come on with the horn!
Baby.
Yes,
That's
been a blessing. Yep. And I mean,
amazing.
it is all on my page and different things. And big shout out to my girl Dana. She's on here, so she do a lot of the photo, like the photo stuff, where we just do, man. It's just so much fun, man. Mr. Perry is such a blessing to where he teaches and do just like all the stuff of what he done. Like matter of fact, I don't know if y'all can see that. That is, let me see if I can do it without messing it
Kind
up.
of. Okay.
That is my first movie that I did was
Which one
Medea's
is that
Family
one?
Reunion.
Medea's
Medea's
fan.
Family Reunion. And I have everybody that was in that movie signed it and autographed it for me. So everybody from Maya Angelou to Cicely Tyson,
Oh,
Blair Underwood, Boris Kojo, Lynn Whitfield, um, just
wow.
everybody who was a part of Roger Bob, Reuben Cannon, everybody at just Deuce, Angie Bones, like everybody that was a part of the movie signed it for me because that was like my first major movie that I've done. And it was just a blessing to just see how Mr. Perry moved and been with him for so long. Like we was there. We filmed Boo Halloween 2 on the movie on the where he has his studio. And it was
Um,
nothing.
what is it called again? I forget.
Tyler Perry
Tyler
Studios.
Perry. Okay, yeah.
Right. And it was there, but we was there back in 2000, like before they even had it built like that. We was there filming just movies. You know,
Wow.
for Tyler. We was out there just doing our thing and doing it. So it's always been a blessing to
Wow.
learn and see how he moves. And I mean, the guy, we film movies in two. Like we did. What was the last movie? Reunion. Homecoming. Medea's
Uh-huh.
Homecoming. That was on Netflix. We filmed that like in 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks. We
He doesn't
filmed Blue
play.
Halloween. Nah. But see, the thing is, what I've learned, and like we was having a conversation. So what I've learned from Mr. Perry is to own your own stuff. So a lot of times you get all these movies and stuff. Like usually to film a movie, it's like 3 months. 3 to 4,
Right.
3 months, 4 months. Mr. Perry don't do that because the reason why it's 3 to 4 months because you got to take the camera shot and then okay, you set it. Okay, boom. You bring it down for the A shot. All right, now let's do the B shot. So take everything down, show it for the B shot. Mr. Perry got 3 cameras. Them is like 500 and something $1,000 cameras where he's filming everything at once. He go action, go. You see what I mean? And I seen it, and
That's
that's one of the things that
impressive.
I've learned. So like even with my company, I have my own video production company. Everything that I have, like my office, if I was to show you all I own everything. I don't
Wow.
anything I need. I have 4 Canons that they're like maybe $6,000-7,000 each camera. It's like you own everything you're supposed to own, and people don't get that. It's
You
like
could you could you could take
like
these photos. Hello?
yeah, take the photos. Oh yeah, I do it for you. Look, I take the photos. I take the photos. But yeah, I mean that's just my thing. Own everything. Own everything you
Yeah.
want to do. Never like when people go and do different things as far as like renting out venues and stuff. Why not you just purchase your own building? I'm in the process of here in Dallas. I live in Dallas. I'm in the process now of we're looking for a venue where I can have my own event center, and I want a urban lounge coffee shop. You
Oh,
see what I'm
that's
saying?
interesting.
Where
So are
where,
you
where
gonna
I
bring
have a
back like
DJ
spoken
there.
word?
Yeah, I used to do. You know what? I in Denver, I used to do a lot of spoken word. So I did this thing called
Really?
Cometry. Yes, I did this thing called Cometry where I would do spoken word and comedy, and I would mix them together. We made it very popular. We was called my boy Rod, Chris, and Rod, Chris, and man, what's my other boy name? Man, but my other business partner, and we did it. It was so much fun. I had a big shout out to brother Jeff. That's another guy you got to have. Who's from Denver? Who I feel in Denver, he's like an icon. He deserves a he deserves a statue. You know what I mean? I mean, like he used to do it. There was a poem called "Yes, Sister, You Fine, but I'd rather see your mind sometime than your behind." Um, Poem called
No, hello. You can keep
I'm
going. I
just.
was waiting for the rest.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that. Wait, there's another show. There's another show. But yeah, but
Okay.
that's what I mean by it's just so much stuff that we can do, and the motivation is there. That's
Yeah.
why, like, when I watch stuff, it's like your mentality. What people don't understand, what you think, you can look at things different ways. Some people hate on others because they're doing so much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
hold on. That's a
it makes
word.
me
Hold on.
mad.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Run that back.
hmm
That's a
hmm
word. Say it
Yeah.
again. Say it
Yeah.
again.
Some people hate on you because you're doing so much. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm about to get very transparent and personal with you. So after my first movie was Medea's Family Reunion, I went back home to Denver. And I was like, yo, I was so excited. I was ready. What I mean? I was telling everybody, look, and my mindset was I was doing it because I was telling people because I'm looking at like, yo, I'm from here. So if I'm from here and you see what I'm doing, you can do it.
Right.
But some people didn't look at it that way. Some people thought I was bragging and boasting and stuff. So they looked at me different and it really hurt my feelings. And I
Mm.
was talking to my mentor and he's been in the game a long time. And I'm gonna tell you who he is only because I got a story for you about him. But Morgan Freeman. So
Oh,
he told me about how when you start off, and this is a word for everybody. A lot of times when you start off in your career, like when we was in high school, everybody had the same starting line, right? Then some people went to college, but there were some people who didn't go to college. So you kind of got that distance. Then you got people that got more education. So then whenever that distance start becoming between you and these people, they
Yes.
have a choice either to look at you as inspiration or they're going to look at you as hate. Like,
Yes.
I could have been there, but but instead of making sure that they put forth the effort to get there or even come to you for advice on how to do that, what's easier for them is to get mad at you and hate on you,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
then when you're up here and you're here, some people get so mad and you
Hmm.
can't really relate to the people that's here because I'm too busy doing this. My moves got to be different than being here. You're my
You
friend.
have no
I love
idea.
you.
You
Right.
are
But the
speaking
thing is,
gospel.
exactly, because I went through it. It hurt my
Me
spirit, hurt my
too.
soul to know that my friend was so mad at me because of my success and told me I've changed. I
Yes.
said, I haven't changed. My surroundings has changed where I
Yes.
have to move different. I can no longer go to these clubs and all because that's not me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I
Well,
can no
when
longer
people
do
say
all this
you've
other stuff.
changed, it's, I
Hmm.
don't, I always, when people say you've changed, it's like, yes, I have changed. I
Hmm.
didn't work this hard to be the
Hmm.
same person because
Hmm.
I'm manifesting new life,
Hmm.
forward motion. So yes, I have
Right.
changed. Like they think
Right.
they're insulting you, and it's like, thank you for
Hmm.
noticing the change. You should evolve with
Right.
me. Do you know what I'm
And it should be a
saying?
positive change. It should be a
Absolutely.
positive change.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, a lot of positive don't get the exposure as negative.
Right.
You know what I mean? A
Right.
lot of positive don't get the exposure as negative. Like when somebody falls, somebody fails, they quick to say something. But when somebody says, "Hey, this is what people's doing, and this is what it is," like I give away. Like one thing I do, I give away scholarships every year out of my own pocket. Like every
Really?
year, and it's right. I give away scholarships because I know that I go back to Denver. I go back to my friends. Like I got a friend, James Jameson. His
Yes.
son go to school at in St. Paul,
Okay.
Minnesota. I went there because I grew up with James. That's my guy. We brothers. He's doing so well. I love him and his wife. They've been together forever. I see his son in college. He don't need anything, but I still go there and give him, take him around the city, call people. This is like my nephew. Look out, and that's what we need to do as men, as people. It's like if we can lend something, do something.
Yes.
Because you never know where the blessings is going to come back to you, and the blessings are going to just be there for you, and it'll happen. And I'll tell
Yes.
you this last story because this story always touches me. Like when I do a lot of motivational speaking, I tell people this story.
Okay, so you're a
I was
motivational
doing
speaker as
something.
well.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I mean,
So
I'm
I
just
was telling them,
adding.
huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's how we got. If I just feel I call it testimony. You know what I mean? Like I grew up Kojic. You did. We had this thing called testimony service, praise and testimony service, and that's what I just feel I do. And I tell them about the goodness of God and what that has, put upon me. And
Right.
this story here is like the best story. And this young lady, I was doing something for Minnesota Spokes Recorder in Minnesota. And this young lady was so hurt. They gave away scholarships, $500 scholarships. And this young lady was up for running for a scholarship, and she didn't get it. Okay.
Mm.
So afterwards, they gave away, Minnesota Sport gave away like 5 of them. Right. So as I'm leaving, this young lady is bawling outside, like crying. She's going to the Minnesota. She's just bawling, crying. I'm like, what's wrong? And I'm looking at her mom, consoled. I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, well, I really wanted that scholarship and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just calm down,
Oh.
baby. I said, you got to understand. I was like, sometimes God doesn't give you that. Because she was like, I prayed for it and I was trying because I really needed it. I said, well, sometimes you got to understand God is going to move you because maybe that's not what it was for you. And she
Right.
was like, but I really needed it. I said, well, no, you didn't because I'm going to give you $1,000 for your
Oh.
scholarship. So I doubled that for you. So
Wow.
mom hugs me and all that stuff because it just moved me to do that.
Yeah.
So we get her the money, whatever. So like a year and a half go by, right?
Okay.
Now I'm still in Minnesota, and I had to do with David Mann and Tamla Mann. We was all performing in Baltimore, so I had to leave Minnesota that Saturday morning, get there for sound check, for everything, right? And it's just one flight I had to be on. And guess what I was flying? Got off Spirit. I was so mad, but
I
that
was
was the
just
only
about.
flight. Right. I
who
was so
booked you on
mad.
Spirit?
Oh man, I was so mad, right?
So
I
you're
booked myself on
when you
Spirit.
say performing, you are the host.
Yep, I'm
Okay,
hosting and hosting the concert, the gospel concert, and all that stuff.
right.
So I get to the airport now. Spirit. So let me tell you, I go through it already. I get to the gate, and then that's when they be like, "Well, your flight is canceled." Well, how come you didn't tell me 15, 20 minutes ago? So what
When
did
I
I put me
was-
on another flight? No, you got to go out. You got to go back out to the front and rebook. Now, mind you, I only got 3.5 hours to get to sound check. Right, my flight was a 2-hour flight. So I was mad. I was like, oh man, mad. So as I'm walking back to go outside, this young lady who works for Delta just drives up. Well, she was older. And she goes, hey, Shed G. And I'm looking, I'm like, hey, I'm still being nice, even though I'm fuming inside.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, all right. So I take the picture with her. She's like, where you going? What's wrong? I said, well, I got to go out here because I got to get another flight and tell her. She's like, oh, man. She's like, well, I can help you over here, but I can't help you. You just get a refund over here, but we'll see how much everything. So she ended up booking me a flight that got me to Baltimore sooner than Spirit would have got
No
me, and I
way.
had more time and she booked it because the flight was leaving like 45 minutes, so we barely made the deadline because I already had the stuff with me because I was flying back the next day. So then I was
Right.
like, well, here, let me buy you coffee. Can I give you money? How much is the ticket? Whatever. She goes, no, y'all looked out for me. I said, nah, man, I'm shit. We just met or whatever. She said, no. Remember that little girl that you gave that scholarship to Minnesota? That's my niece. I said,
What?
man, you really talk about a praise? You see what I'm saying? She said, that is my niece. You looked out for my niece. So this one is on me. So when I tell you the energy and the love that you give out
That just gave me chills.
it gave me chip. When I tell you it took everything when I hugged her, I cried a little bit because that was just confirmation for me. So people need to understand when you do it from your heart, it may like
Yes.
you know what it said, it may not come when you want it, but it's gonna come when you need it and when you just give out the stuff, and that's how it works. And I'm a firm believer. All the stuff that God has blessed me with the movies and television shows and different things that I've done, that's the biggest part for me. Like I was out there doing an event after that I did with Helping Hands.
Yes.
They're actually in LA. And I
Okay.
love them because they was doing such great work for the homeless in the Helping Hands. And I'll put it in the comments later. But it's a great organization. And I was out there hosting their fundraiser event, and Major was
I would love
singing.
to be connected to that because I do a lot of volunteering with another
Right.
organization in an
Hmm.
area where I live in Los
Right.
Angeles. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, we'll talk. But
Yeah. And
I
when I tell
definitely
you they're amazing, they have
yeah.
so many programs and everything that they do that I was blown away by
Wow.
everything that they did. So that's why I just love philanthropy work, and I just give back and just do what I do. So all the
Yes.
stuff that we do is great, but the question is you got to ask, what are you doing to give back to the other people?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Of where the blessing's gonna come. Because somebody said if you're the richest person at your funeral, you failed. You know what I mean? That's some deep
Wow.
stuff, and it
It is.
hits
And
you.
I tell people all the time, give it all away. Every single day,
Mhm.
give it away. And,
Mhm.
of course, people would take that literally. No, you don't just walk outside and throw everything out. No,
Mhm. Mhm.
your knowledge, information, things
Mhm.
that, all the way down to materialistic things that's just sitting
Right.
there. You have to give it away because we're
Mhm.
leaving here in a
Mhm.
box and we're going to be
Mhm.
cold for
Mhm.
however long. So what's the
Mhm.
point in keeping everything here? These are just
Mhm.
each one
Mhm.
teach one.
And
You know
and
what I'm
and
saying?
and make a will. Make a will. People be forgetting about that. Make a will. I don't care if you don't own a lot. Whatever you have is still valuable to you. Make a will. Write it on a piece of paper. Write it in your notes and send it out. Be like, if anything ever happened to me, make a will. Like I used to work with Prince and do stuff with Prince, and I was
Hello?
just so
So you
yeah.
went from wearing ruffles and being made fun of,
Right to being
like
with
as if you were
Prince.
looking
Yeah,
like Prince, and then you started.
yeah.
What were you doing with Prince?
well, I will host some stuff like because I was a radio personality in Minnesota. So I did stuff with Prince. I did
You're
stuff
a
with Mint
hidden
Condition,
gem.
and I thank you for that. And I've learned how to play the background and not try to be the front.
Yeah.
By working with Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry used to always tell me, he was like, yo, you know, you're the most known unknown dude in Hollywood.
Yeah, like what's going on
Because a lot
here?
of times it'll be, yeah, well, it's just one of those situations where I'm comfortable and I know when it's my time, it's going to be my time. You know what I mean?
Your time is now
So I just
though.
make
Do you
sure.
feel
Right.
do you
Oh, they said. I feel 2023, to be honest with you, because how everything is aligning
yeah.
and the different things that are coming to. Like I've never had stability because I was in Minnesota, I was in Denver, I was in Atlanta, living in Atlanta, I was in Virginia, I was doing different things to try to chase his dream. And I'll never forget when Oprah said opportunity meets preparedness. Right? So everything that you learn from all of these places, the heartaches, the breaks, the failures, the no's, the yeses, when you put everything together, that's when now, boom. And I feel like I've lived a life and everything, and God is placing me where I needed to be, even as far as like relationships and like all of that stuff. Like I've really been single for a lot of times. I've dated people, but I've really never opened up because in my mindset I was emotionally detached because I knew I wasn't going to stay there.
Yeah.
You know, but now that I'm in Dallas, it's like I know, and I know I'm not going to go to that next level without that strong, special, God fearing, praying woman that I would need by my side. You know, and I don't have any
Hello?
kids.
Where's that
I don't
list?
have
I
any
made a
kids.
yeah.
Right, right. I don't have any kids, but I look, I'll probably be Papa now because I'm 40ish and sexy. So I'll probably be Papa, y'all. These babies got kids now with grandbabies. So that's how I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be
Wait a minute.
Papa, praise God.
How old are you?
40ish and sexy. I'm 40 sexy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When is your birthday?
Mm-hmm. August 29th. I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you, praise God.
Happy birthday
Thank you. Come
to
on now.
you.
Come on. I see y'all. Look, I'm not gonna lie, you giving me that Tina Turner, like every now and then we like to do something nice and easy and nice and neat. Made a good job in the city. You give me those good vibes, Tom. I like it. I like it.
Just act normal, okay?
Okay, act normal. Okay, I'm back. My bad.
You cannot have my face turning red, okay?
All right, here we go. All right, we're
So
here.
so
We're here.
let's dip our toe in the dating water here.
Mm-hmm.
Dating you must be hilarious.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not. The only time like now I'm starting to date. I've been dating somebody who I'm getting to know because I just feel like I just need to. I'm not gonna rush into anything because I'm looking for a one life stand, if that makes sense.
Hello?
You want a
Same
one life
here.
stand where you take your time and don't rush stuff.
Right.
You got these microwave people, and sometimes being in Dallas, some women just want to jump straight in.
I mean, I was
You know,
about
oh,
to
you
ask you if
do,
you're
you
trying to
here?
be married by Christmas. I don't know.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
because like I
So,
say, I rather to build. Remember the old school relationships
the
where you would
courting.
build. I want to court. I
Yes.
want to have fun. I don't want to get in no relationship. You want to get married. I may be allergic to something. You know what I mean? You don't know what I'm allergic
The
to,
hairspray or
and the next
something.
you know, you call yourself cooking, right? But I'm actually like my stage and all that stuff is alter ego.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I really like relaxing at the house. I love to cook. As you know, you see how thick I am. I love to cook. I love to grill.
You
I love
do.
live music. Yeah, I love live music. I love chilling at the crib. That's
So
why
do,
I don't really be out
so
in the
you
clubs
and
and stuff.
so you living in Dallas,
Hmm.
do you feel like, okay, my neighbors have kids, everybody around me, this is family oriented, this is a good place to build?
Hmm.
Is that's what,
Yeah, well, yeah. See, my sister's the one that did it. She was like, once I quit doing radio in Minneapolis, she was like, "Why don't you move to Dallas so that we can bond and be close?" Because I wasn't with her after I went to college. She went to Prairie View A&M. Big shout out to
yeah.
Prairie View, and I went to Norfolk State.
Yeah.
So after I did that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come here, and this is just where I'm gonna live. But
Yeah.
sometimes I feel pressure because like all of my friends are married. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like my boy Spinderella, with Dee Dee Spinderella and Q married. My boy
Yeah.
D Ellis, him and his wife, Ken, him and his wife. So they be having couples trips, and I'll be like, you know what I'm saying?
So do you ever take like you know, a little thing just
I
to try it
tried that. I
out?
tried that one time. I tried, but I wanted it to be friends though. I was trying to take okay, let's go as a friend, but
Right.
it was the biggest mistake of my life. That's why I was like, I would never, because especially when you in a room, a house full of comedians, and it was. I'll give you this story real quick. So our first night there, and
Oh gosh.
our
Oh
first night there. So
gosh.
every couple had to cook, right? So this is what I mean. Why you gotta
No.
understand the mate or whatever. So I had prepped some steaks and everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have some steaks. I already had a prep ready to go. So I said, hey, we gonna go. My room we had the kids' room, which I was cool. 2 beds. You know what I mean? I gave my life to Christ in 1998, just so you know. Um, I did it again in 99. I did it again in 2000, 2001, too. I'm going to give my life to Christ this year, too. But I'm just telling you what
Oh
happened.
my
So
God.
we had 2 beds. So the first night I knew it was messed up because I did the steaks. Everyone had a good time. Blah, 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 blah. I made the steak. This heifer decided that she wanted to make spaghetti. And the spaghetti was horrible.
How do you mess up spaghetti?
Hey,
I just
my
want to let
boy
you know,
Piper.
as a sidebar to your story, this is a true story. My mother is not only in my house, but she's also in the
Right,
chat. For dinner tonight
right.
is my
Uh-huh.
special homemade meat sauce with spaghetti. I just want to let you know, this is not even a lie. I could take this phone right out of the contraption and walk you straight to my kitchen right now.
Don't
Mom,
do that.
I
Do me a
promise you.
favor. All you gotta do, just email me a plate. Email me a plate so I can try it. Just email me a plate. All
My
right.
house smells good. Anyway, back to your story. I just want to let you know I make
But
spaghetti. But go on.
but let me tell you, her spaghetti was so terrible that,
What?
and you got a room full of comedians. Somebody get up and D. Ellis. I love my boy D. Ellis. You got to have him on.
Okay.
He's Dallas King of comedy. Like you should have all my people, and I'm gonna direct them towards you.
Thank
But
you.
the funny thing was, D. Ellis set her up. Was like, so how was it, Piper? Piper said, oh, that was terrible.
Wait, so you all are sitting around, the wives, the guys.
Everybody, you don't know what the scene remind me of? Why Did I Get Married by Tyler Perry? Because everybody,
No.
oh my God. Everybody was talking about her spaghetti so bad. I said, yeah, nah. I was like, nah. But then that was the first, because we had to be there 3 more days. So that was the first day. That was the first
So
night. So
all
she
the
had to
couples are
go
cooking
3 days
something.
each night.
So
That's how I was doing it.
so you tell her, baby, don't. I got it.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool. I was like, I'm done. I didn't even, nah. Mm-mm. Even if I thought about giving her some, I wasn't giving her nothing after that spaghetti. I'll tell you that right now.
Wait a minute. Wait. So
That spaghetti was like birth control. You hear me? That spaghetti was horrible.
maybe
Horrible.
she was nervous. Maybe she was nervous.
But well, I tell it. Yeah. You give her the wah wah wah
Hold
wah.
on. Hold on. That's what you want? That's what you want?
That's what it did. That's what her spaghetti was. But it was just one of those situations. So that's why I'm like now it's like that's why I like to take my time and that's what you want to do. You want to take your time and just
You're like
date
date number
and get to know
one.
the person.
We're going to a
Right.
kitchen. We're going to a culinary
Right.
kitchen. Date number one.
Right. No, you know what you need to do? Date number one, Tom, I'm gonna give you the best advice ever. If you want to go on a date and because we'll date people and give them, and then like 6, 7 months later, we'll be mad about
Yes.
them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I don't wasted my time with this person. I'm gonna help you
Yes.
out. Everybody, listen. This is what you do. First date, what you want to do? You don't spend no money. Just go to a park, wherever
Yes.
you go, and play Scrabble. Take a Scrabble game.
Oh
Play
God.
Scrabble. You want to
Yes.
know why? Because when you play Scrabble, a person can only spell out words they use on a regular. Is that word? So if you were the dude, he's spelling that misdemeanor, felony, parole officer, Um, don't mess with him. He letting you know from the start. He letting you
Or
know
they're
from the start.
spelling in like internet code WTF, you, just you, not YOU, like, well, you're like, you know what? I don't know about this. I'm telling you,
Women, alimony, child support. You know what I mean?
my back
That's
office
his
girl,
stuff.
she says I'll be spelling out hello and just act normal. Well, hello?
hmm hmm But sometimes what is the most pettiest thing you have like stopped talking to somebody about?
Honestly, and this is gonna probably be ridiculous, but I judge people based on the grammar in our text messages. So
Mm.
if you don't spell out like if we're just getting to know each other and you don't
Mhm.
spell out whole words, and then if it's like the there, and there, two, and two, if you now I give passes here and there when I know like maybe you were, going fast and then sometimes the spell check does its own thing and you didn't catch it before you sent it, right? I give you a couple of times to see the consistency, and that's for
Mhm.
me, that's it. And I've been told I was very petty, and you don't get past that. Mm-mm.
Hey, when I tell you Cotton 52 is freaking hilarious.
What did I
He
miss? I
said
missed it.
he said convicts are the best scramble players because they play it all day.
Wait, wait.
Boy, I ain't been reading these comments. These comments are
Oh,
funny.
Cotton. Cotton is a woman. That's my girl. She's a.
Oh,
Oh
is
my.
it? Oh,
It's a.
okay.
Yeah, Cotton is a woman. No. She is funny. She
Okay.
is
Now
funny.
she's freaking hilarious. That is
Oh
so
my
funny.
God. I've been trying to just look at you because I know I glanced at the comments a couple of times and I saw some things. I said,
Mm.
these people are crazy. When you would talk about you
Man,
single and stuff, I was like, please don't market me to this man right now.
but oh man, don't you hate that though? When people find out you're single, whatever, they always want to hook you up. I go to
But
churches
but
like,
in all honesty, my audience, they're riding for me because they're like, they know I'm ready to settle down and I'm ready to date.
mm,
And, not to say that I'm actively dating, but I
mm,
am ready
mm.
to, not dip a toe. I'm
Now
ready to
let me
put my
ask you
whole
this:
foot. Mhm.
have they seen you in person?
My
Uh,
audience, a lot of them
yeah.
have. A lot of them saw me in New York, and then a good
I'm
bunch
talking
saw me in
about the
Vegas.
dudes. You built now. You built now. She built now. This come from a southern. She built now, but hey, boy, she built. Boy, hey, boy,
I keep
hey,
telling her,
boy, she built.
I'm a thick, fine woman. Hello.
Yes, yes, some is. Yes, some is. Yes, some is. You walk down. I said, okay. Booty cheeks. I said, look at booty cheeks. Look at booty. See, that's the problem. See, LA cool, but you got a lot of them 22 straight leg skinny jean men wearing out there. You probably need to go ahead and either go back to New York or come down south because up there
I
they
was
don't even know.
I did get asked an interesting question a couple of weeks ago. They said there might be
Mhm,
an opening in Dallas. Would you be
mhm.
willing to relocate? And I'm like, I will relocate if the check is right. So
hmm Oh yeah, make sure you. But you will love it down here, and then
really?
plus you already know like me and D and Ken, like you'll have connections in the city. That's the one thing we do. Our circle is so tight. Like this is not even on no cool dating or whatever, because you gotta be friends first. And if you can't be friends
Absolutely.
with a person and
Yeah.
hang out and all that stuff, that's the problem with these young people nowadays. Maybe doing them. That's the problem with these young people nowadays. Y'all don't date. See, the problem is when you get with you don't date. You don't take the time to get to know them and call me. Hell, call me on the phone. Is what you got. My bad. Sometimes I go in and out of the voice,
So
but
so can I tell you something?
Mhm.
I've got a character. Her name is Ashy Agnes. This
Mhm.
Agnes is a trip. And to everybody
Okay.
everybody in here that watches the morning show, I said to
Mhm.
them, I said, Agnes and Medea, they used to roll thick back in the day. And
Mhm.
I told them, I said, y'all have to hear when Agnes talks about her days with Medea. And so the audience,
Really?
they went crazy. They said, oh my God. And I said, what?
Dude,
Huh?
let me see if I can get in the character. Let me see if I
Okay.
can get in the character.
All right.
Let's
I
let's
got
see
to
what we
wake
can
her
do.
up.
Wait,
Hold on. Hold on. She's
wait. Let me wait. We're gonna do the scene. Let me know when you're ready.
okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
All right. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
And action.
Now, let me tell you something, darling. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hold on, I gotta take a little drag of my cigarette here. Jared, you gotta come and get the baby because the ashes from the cigarette get on the baby's head, and I don't want to burn the baby. Uh, how you doing, Medea? I haven't seen you in a really long time. I haven't seen you since Bernard died.
Right. Hey, Agnes. Girl, you look good. I ain't seen you. Is that the same dress you wore to the wedding or the funeral? I mean, it's a wedding sometimes because you go.
You've always been so disrespectful of me. I've got a closet full of stuff, and I'm
Uh-huh.
92 years old. But they've always said
Well, I'm
that
just
you're
saying you
black.
look good, hell, girl. I'm just saying you look good. That's all I'm saying. You look good, girl.
Well, the black doesn't crack, honey. Let me tell you all
Unless you're
something.
smoking. What you doing, girl? What you?
Listen to me, darling. I'm just here looking
Uh-huh.
at all the children and the grandchildren and everything like that. And I'm just living a good life, just waiting for the good Lord to come and get me. But until then, I see you doing your thing on the TV and everything. And I'm very proud of you. Excuse me. I'm just sitting here. That girl, Natasha, she's a trip. And I see you over there
Mm-hmm.
with your nephew, Tyler. He's always a cutie.
Mm-hmm. Well, he do what he doing, girl. But I'm gonna tell you what. One thing I always wanted to do that I could never do on the movies. I'm gonna tell you one thing that I always do. I'm so envious. Look at that. I'm so envious of you guys. You wanna know what it is? I want to smoke weed. Do you? Is that a Brown had? Hold up, this Mr. Brown. Brown. Any more animals?
Oh,
Brown.
God. Jared, do we
Well,
have
never
any
mind.
weed
Hell,
here? I'll ask
no,
my
you
son.
weed.
Well, the kids, they smoke the weed. I don't do that. Jared, do you have any of the grass or the oil?
Nah,
Medea,
nah.
she goes a little crazy.
I want reefer. Oh, Agnes, I want reefer. I don't want nothing with no names on it. I don't want nothing
No.
with no other name like Dynamite. I want
Oh,
a regular
God,
reefer. I want it a regular. And tell him don't put
darling.
his tongue on the paper.
No, oh,
Don't
no.
dip it in the water.
That's one thing I've always tried to get you. You've always been you've always been a special friend of mine. I'm a little bit too classy for that. And I want anything that can go into my cigarette holder. I don't want to smell like anything. And, I got to keep it clean. Okay. Well,
Mm.
listen,
Well, I don't like your nephew. Hell, your girl. Look, your nephew. He ain't rolling them because he's just licking windows on the bus, and I don't trust him. Hell, he can't be licking no windows and licking on the bus as you doing the things you doing. You know what I'm saying?
listen, one day we've got to get together and we've got to catch up, okay? Because I'm just here in the house, in the big old house. I still live on the
Mm-hmm.
plantation and everything like that. So you
Mm-hmm.
come on by, keep yourself out of
Mm-hmm.
jail. And when
Mm-hmm.
all these kids leave, we can play cards
Mm-hmm.
together and catch up. And, maybe you come with me to go see Bernard at the cemetery or something like that.
Child, first of all, can I say something to you? Do you know Melba Mo's in here, girl?
Oh, listen, Melba and
Melba.
I go
I
way
mean, I went
back.
to. Do you, girl? You playing with me?
You
You
know what?
playing?
Because you want to know something, you couldn't keep yourself out of jail. Me and Melba used to go run around and I used to go and tour with her. And I used to sit off to
First,
the side.
Agnes, first of all, that's alleged. Alleged hell. That's alleged. I was in jail for a reason because I'm no snitch. I'm
Well,
no snitch.
well,
Cora got herself in some problems, so I was like, either Cora go or I'll go. And Cora big hell. She can't. Anyway, tell Melba I said hi. Hell.
I'll always tell Melba you said hi. We always talk about you. And every time I ask her, she says Medea is doing okay. Well, listen, my cigarette is almost done and it's almost time for me to go watch the reruns of General Hospital.
Is Luke and Laura still on there?
Oh,
Didn't
baby.
somebody die from Luke and Laura?
You,
Who died?
well, everybody is dead and reborn and everybody's got children. And at this point, I just turn it on and I smoke my cigarettes and I watch the baby. Jared, come and get this little baby out of here. Listen, Medea. I'm so happy to see you doing okay. Come to the plantation and we'll eat some really good food and we'll smoke whatever you want to smoke and invite me to the family reunion and tell your nephew Tyler I said hi, okay?
Well, I tell you what, I'll be damned if I go to a plant. Ain't no plantation gonna have me on campus. I'll go eat plantains, but I'm not going with no plantation. I'm going with plantain. But you have a good time, and girl, go drink some water. Gargle, get your voice. Do something with
Thank
your
you.
voice. Your voice.
You
Change
know,
your
the new
voice. So I'm about to
cigarettes.
go.
It's the new
All right.
cigarettes
God
they
bless
make
you, Miss.
today.
I gotta go here. I gotta go. Put the
Okay,
fire
darling.
out.
Okay.
God hell.
Okay.
And cut. Good job, Miss Navy. You didn't tell me that voice was deep like that. You did the.
I was trying so hard.
When you caught on the scene, I said, "What?" You like, "Hey, let me see." Sound like your tongue is just fine now.
You have
tongue is
no
just fine
idea
now.
because you know what? Because I burned it, my mouth is so, that portion is so dry. I'm like, oh my
Right.
God. And then I'm trying not to laugh at the same time. I hate you so much.
You was doing it too, and you was over there with a cigarette. You know, you used to smoke candy cigarettes because you was over there with that pen like and Agnes sounded like Weezy. Jefferson,
Listen,
you like
sweetheart.
Agnes said.
Agnes is 92 years old. She's been doing this a long time, okay?
Why you sound like you should be? Please don't smoke cigarettes because things happen to somebody. I have been smoking
Listen.
the King 100 since I was 13.
I tell you so. If I tell you, I really, honestly, I have to go back to the show where Agnes was birthed. And she just came out of nowhere. And Agnes, she gives all kinds of advice. Her husband, Bernard, is dead. Agnes is 92. She's got a gang of kids that sit around because they're all wondering, is this mom's last day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they all come to the house. And Marissa, one of the kids, Marissa always starts, but the kids are older and there's grandchildren and then there's great grandchildren. The baby is always coming by Agnes. Jared is the son that has to get the baby. Like Agnes is a trip, but she lived a good life. Agnes lived a good life. She was fabulous.
Can I tell you something?
Tell me.
So that's what I'm saying. Just write it. Get somebody to film it. That's your story. That's the whole point of our conversation is that you got everything you need. Just have somebody film it, put it together. There's so many people out there. Go to a school, a college, go to a high school and get some youth, some kids who really want to utilize it and can use it as intern and points and credits so that they can film and do your stuff and they get credit for it. And you just tip them or whatever you do, but that's the stuff you do. Lisa Ray, all that stuff, they just had what you just did. That was amazing. You know what I mean? That was freaking amazing. And the story, how you just did the line out, that's what you do. That's it. Get somebody who believes in your dreams. Go to one of them high schools or them colleges and tell them that you have a storyline and you want to start from scratch and these kids will love it and do it because that's what they're in school for. So why not have a project they can work on to go through the whole storyline for when they graduate, they know how to do it.
Thank you.
Hey,
well, I mean,
you
listen.
You just went to the college of the school of the colleges.
Right there. You got
Baby, didn't you tell me that you got all this equipment up in your office? My mom just flew into town for the holiday.
Bitch.
Ain't nothing but a flight away. I could go ahead and hop on a plane and be in Dallas in about an hour or two or something like that. Okay.
See, let me tell you, I'm all about it. I mean, the things that I've learned and everything, I'm all about it. I can help, and even if there's something that I can't do, I will put you in with somebody who can help you get it done. You see what I mean? And that's where the blessings and everything come from. Like even like we was talking this morning, you was like, hey, can you do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I got stuff to do.
Well, that's why remember I called you and I was like, are you serious? Were you being serious or were you fluffing around in the show?
No, me don't fluff.
No,
So
I
just
appreciate
thought it
you.
was dope.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that advice. And although you were talking to me, I do hope
Angus
that
Thanksgiving, that'll be dope.
what happened? I'm sorry.
Somebody was like an Angus Thanksgiving. That'll be dope.
Hey.
There's different stories that you can do, the things about your life. And I'm talking to me too, because I have different stories that I can put together where I can write and have done so that you can just put it to a storyline. That's all it is. You got Amazon, you got Tubi that are looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do it. Now, that's what 2023 for us is. I'm going to hold you accountable. You hold me accountable. Let's just get it done. What? Hurry up and wait for what? Let's get it done. We'll use a little cell phone and record it. Do it. I did it.
Oh, you saw I was ready. You saw I was ready.
Yeah, you was ready. You had that finger right there.
Right
So
there.
that's it. And I want everybody to do it. But before you do that, follow me on Instagram, please. At
Um,
Shed G.
I hope everybody, especially the Natasha Simona Sequence audience, I hope you
Mhm.
have started following Shed G already. If you have not, I
Mhm.
will be, he's tagged in the flyer promo photo, and he, this will upload and he'll be tagged there. But please, everybody, make sure you're following
Mhm.
Shed G, follow his journey. What's on the agenda for you? What's next? What are you doing? What can we support and highlight?
So, so this is so crazy. So, with me moving to Dallas, um, I know that I'm at the Arlington Improv Sunday and Wednesday for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Then I'm in Chicago on the 25th. I'm back in Denver at this mega church on the 3rd. I've been blessed to be Christian Comedian of the Year, um, which is
Congratulations.
which is
What?
amazing.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah. So that's a blessing. And the one thing that I'm gonna do, like I'm starting to put together my concerts called the Shed G Close and Personal, where I have personal friends where we go to different cities and different places, real intimate settings where we perform and the audience can interact and ask some questions.
I love it.
So I've done it with Steve Russell from Troop. We
Okay.
man, we act a fool, and you need to get him on there. He's excellent. We act a fool with him. Anthony David. I got Anthony David. We're going to be in Dallas January 19th. So it's just so much stuff that I'm doing. But the best thing that I'm excited about is I had a pastor out here because I was trying to get exposure in Dallas because
Mhm.
nobody really knows that I'm here because I'm not on the scene like that, whatever. But I was trying to get the exposure here, and I performed at this church, and this pastor saw me, very big name pastor here, and he was like, "Yo," he's like, you are hilarious. The city needs to know you here." So we had a couple of meetings, and we decided that we're going to do a free Christian comedy show featuring me, January 29th, which is going to be great here in Dallas. So I'm about to stop doing a lot of
Wow.
shows so I can concentrate on that Christian comedy show. So it's going to be like my coming out, like, bang, here
Right.
he is in
I would
Dallas. You know
love
what I
to
mean?
come and
And
support. January
oh, that'd be great.
29th.
January 29th, we're going to do some dope. We're going to do some dope promo and just so much stuff.
Yeah.
I have another young comic who's going to be there with me, who is Trey Mack, who is very hilarious, and I'm gonna have my boy Norris J, who is a Christian rapper.
Okay.
I got to get you in contact with him. He's amazing. So we're just gonna have fun, and we want to make sure we did it free.
Okay.
Maybe we want to make it free for the community because a lot of stuff is going on out there
Yes.
or out in the world. So we need to laugh. We need to do all this stuff. And it's not about the money. It's not about any of the things like that. It's about people coming out, bringing a whole family to laugh. Like when the last time you saw the whole family go to somewhere and laugh and have a good time
It's
as a family.
It's you know what, that is something that is becoming a rare occasion, unfortunately, and just coming off of the heels of this massive
Mhm.
pandemic. Obviously,
Mhm.
people are trying to find their footing. A lot of people have lost their entire
Mhm.
families or what was left of
Mhm.
that. So I think
Mhm.
what you're
Mhm.
doing is you're starting an entire movement that your peers
Mhm.
will probably mirror. And I think it's amazing what you're
Mhm.
doing. Something, for
Mhm.
free. I mean, people do have to feed themselves. And so, I don't know how many people will do it for free, but you are setting that bar to show
Mhm.
this is what we need to bring back. We need to bring family back.
Mhm.
And even
Mhm.
on our TV screens. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I love that.
Right. Right. And just that's just the one thing, and just show that positive light where it's not all about twerking and all that stuff. Which I don't mind looking at. I'm not discouraging anybody to
Let me see.
do what do. That's
You be
between
dropping it
you and the
low?
God you serve. That's
Do you
between
drop it
you and the
low,
God
Shad?
you
Those
serve.
knees work? You
No,
drop it
ma'am.
low? Hello?
No. Who dropping it? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I did it one time, and I got paid, but that's because it was a movie. Y'all
Wow.
see Medea's Homecoming with the Beyonce look. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But the thing is, make sure that you give back to the community. do things for the homeless. Please reach out if you're in
Yes.
LA to Helping Hands. I love them, and they're doing such great work because there's a lot of people that's fortunate than us, and we have whatever. If you wake up in the morning, you are doing better than a lot of people have. So make
Yes.
sure you give back and do that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Before you run out of here, I would like to just open the question box for a second. Um, okay.
There's a question box.
Yes.
Ooh.
Cole Green says, "What's Shed's line name? Your line name?"
My line name. Oh man. So my line name was I'm gonna say a little. Everyone thought it was comedy, whatever, but I didn't like it at first. My line name was Thundercat. And I was like, cat, I want to thunder. But the reason why they
Hello.
called me Thundercat because of, I was the protector. So I didn't look like, but when I was like Thundercat, oh, I was like, I turned to the protector of my line.
Yes.
So that's why they called me Thundercat. So that was my line name, Thundercat. At first I was like, man, but no. Once they told, I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I get it. So I
I
was always
love
the
it.
protector. Hmm.
And let's see. Maureen says, "Tell him second is okay. Is he available?" Hello. That was
Mind
and
your business, hell.
and the
Mind your business.
story unfolds.
Right. Mind your business, hell.
No, she's
What other
amazing.
question you got?
Let me
I
see.
need
Let's
the
see.
fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth.
And okay, here we go. My back office girl says, "I'm booking your plane ticket now. Make sure Shed picks you up at the airport."
Hey, you let me know when I tell you you'll have a whole entourage here that everyone will throw a barbecue when you come down. We'll make you feel like family.
Oh my
And just like
goodness.
just like how we had the energy, so everybody be there, Ken will be there, everybody.
That would actually I would actually love that. That would be something
Hmm.
fun to plan. January 29th, when you have more information released out to the public, I
Right.
would love for
Hmm.
you to please share it with me. Come back on.
Hmm.
We are
Hmm.
small, but we're mighty over here. I have
Hmm.
amazing friends of the sequence that
Hmm.
live in
Hmm.
the Dallas area and people who will book a ticket and come
Hmm.
support you. So
Hmm.
please come
Right.
back and we
Right.
we would love to
We'll do
support you in
that.
every way we can.
Right.
Shut
Oh, before
well,
before we get out of here,
yes.
something else I do, which I
Uh-huh.
think everybody would love, and I would love everybody to come. Is I do this thing called the Shed G Weekend in Dallas, and the reason why I call it the Shed G Weekend in Dallas is because when I first moved here, all my friends and everybody was always trying to, oh, you in Dallas? I gotta come to Dallas, and everybody be coming at different times, and I'll be having to move around and do everything. But the thing is, Shed G Weekend in Dallas is the last weekend in April. So I think it's April 26th through May 2nd. Okay.
Okay.
So reasons like maybe 4 or 5 days because that Wednesday we have the DJ Spinderella Comedy Jam. That Thursday we go to Sindaga A13 out here, which is like a cool little jazz,
Ooh.
little like little sexy spot. That's what
Yes.
we do. That Wednesday we go to a grown and sexy happy hour
Hello?
with my boy Chris. Yeah, my boy Chris strips and all that stuff. He's a noob. So we go there, which is great. Saturday we do a brunch, and then we have a little bit more fun. It's like different. Everything is something to do. But then on Sunday it's the cap off. We got the with Mature Party Crowd. My boy Herschel and my boy Q. They do this thing called Lava Cantina. When I tell you it's Neo Soul Sundays, it's the hottest thing in Dallas. So that Sundays when we finish it up there, live music, the band, everything is just amazing. And we finish it up, and then on Monday y'all take y'all steak ashtrays home is where you go. You leave after that. Leave me alone. But it's always a great time. I have a host hotel. We usually stay at Addison because that's around everything where everything is. I let everyone know, use my code, but it's
Yes.
every day. It's something for us to do. So during the day, if you want to go shopping, you want to do whatever. But when it comes to the wind down, I always have something for everyone to do.
I love
So
that.
go to my page and you will see it. Follow me on social media. Everything is Shed G. Like my Facebook page, Shed G. It's just so much stuff. And when I tell you, you will have a ball, and we will make sure you have a ball.
as far as your ticket information, everything, they can go to your page and find everything there. Yeah.
Right. So the
Okay.
cool thing is like if you go to like my Facebook, I have a Facebook page called
Mhm.
Shed G Weekend in Dallas. Go like that page. Go to that page, Shed G Weekend in Dallas. And it's every night. It's very inexpensive. Like it's like $10, because that's how I like to do it. We
Right.
like to do it where everyone can just have a great time. Like a lot of times you go to different places, but you really don't know where to go. It's
Yes.
hit or miss. You go over here like, oh, it's too young. Oh, they over there. But we make sure that as people our age, people the sexy, the grown and sexy, they're having a great time. And it's just an all around good time where everyone just enjoy themselves.
Yes.
Grown and sexy people, and it's every night I have something going on where you're having a great time. And sometimes too, you don't even need a rental because everybody there'd be this group got a rental. We all family.
Everybody's going.
Last year I had like 110 people.
Nice.
It's they come from Atlanta, they come from Virginia,
But what about supporting
Colorado,
your other?
Minneapolis.
What about supporting your other shows? That's for the Shedgy weekend. But what about
Mhm.
your one-off shows and stuff like that? How can we find
Yeah.
information?
Just go. Well, I post everything on Instagram pretty
Okay.
much, or you can go to Share G Facebook page. But the thing is, like I was just in Milwaukee, and we acted a fool in Milwaukee. It was a great time in Milwaukee. Um, I would just be like, I'll be back in Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota, I own a Doug Donuts at Mall of America. It's called Doug Donuts. It's
Hold on.
gourmet
This is
donuts.
something
It's on the
else you
third
left
level.
out. Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right. Right. It's
Okay.
just so much stuff. That's what I mean. That's the the TV effect. It's like you learn and you just keep moving. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
amazing.
You just need,
Now
yeah.
listen,
So,
if I can talk to Tyler through you, I want to say,
mhm.
Mr. Perry, thank you so much for the work that you do. I would love to have you here for a conversation, or perhaps I'll go there for a conversation. That's all.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Now I'm gonna give everybody the tip. Like people don't understand how Mr. Perry literally reads every inbox, every email from his website. Like
Really?
I've sat there and watched him just read every one. That's the type of person he is.
That's beautiful.
And if it moves him or something moves him, he'll contact back or reach back.
Wow.
The dude is a beast. I promise you, the dude is a beast.
That's beautiful. That is
Mhm.
that. I think I needed that because,
Mhm.
sometimes it gets
Yeah,
hard. But you know what?
yeah, it does. It does. But the funny thing is that just you do it. Understand that one man is not going to get you
Right.
anywhere. He'll just open up a door. You know what I mean? But you can do your own avenue, and everything that we do is just a point of now we have all the access.
Yeah.
Like if we had all this access and I knew all the stuff I knew, remember they say if I knew then what I know now
Ironically, somebody did
we
ask
still the
that.
age.
Yeah, somebody
Hmm
did ask that in the question box, and I was going to ask you if I could ask one more, but the fact that you just answered that without even knowing,
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if we knew then, but it's just one of those situations where you do what you do
yeah.
and you just move forward. If you think about it, do it. You wanna know the worst idea is? When the worst idea is one that you don't try.
Mm,
One that you don't try. Because you
mm.
never know what might hit.
Here
You
we
know
go.
what I mean?
We need a.
You never know. Right. You never know what might hit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I'm speaking of myself. A lot of
yeah.
times when you talk life or try to talk life and knowledge to other people, sometimes God will use your voice to speak to you. You
Mm,
know what I mean? And it's deep to where sometimes you need to be reminded
yes.
of some of the things. So sometimes when you go through stuff and people be like, well, why did you go through that? I said, well, I had to go through that because God wanted me to help you go through it. So that it wasn't for me, it was for you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And it's like keep going after your goal. Don't let nobody deter you from anything. And I'll leave you with this. This is one thing I always like to leave. I'm a very spiritual person. My favorite, I have to leave two things. Number one, there was this book that changed my life. It's called The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson. It's the best book that you can read, because the book, it talks about a guy named Ordinary. He lives in the land of familiar, but he wants to go to the land of somebody. And there's different giants that he encounters in this book, and he uses scriptures, he uses different things. And when he finally get to the land of somebody, I mean, I can't give it all to you, but that's a great book. And the last thing I would like to give you is my favorite scripture is Mark 5, verses 25 through 30, 34, 35, something like that. And it's the woman with the issue of blood, right? Remember the woman who had the issue of blood where she touched the hem of the garment?
Yes,
You know what
I
I mean?
do.
And
Hmm.
the one thing that I get from that is that she has everything all of us have. She was moneyless because of the issue of blood. Her husband didn't want her no more. She was single. She didn't have no money. She couldn't do anything. And the world looked at her as unclean, like she was to be thrown away.
Right.
But she heard about Jesus. She ain't seen him, but she heard about the good things that he did, right? So therefore, she said within herself, if I can just touch the hem of the garment, not you, not this person, not this, but if I can touch, I believe in, if I get to him, I know that he's going to have something that's going to be good for me. But
Hmm.
if it doesn't matter because I've tried. And that's what I say. It's like sometimes when you're going after your dream and your aspirations, don't worry about everybody else is saying about you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to do everything about you. But if you stay focused on what you're doing and touching that hem of the garment, what he said? He said, your faith and your has made you whole. And that was the first time in the Bible he called anybody daughter. He said, daughter, your faith has made you whole. And because of the effort and stuff that she made, at the end, he said, what? Go in peace. Don't worry
Mm.
about what nobody else said to you. You go in peace. You've done everything that you've done. People going to say you ain't make it. Some people going to say you didn't make it. Some people didn't say you did wrong, whatever. But you did what you were supposed to do, and you touched that hem of the garment, and you went in peace, right? Then the last part of the Bible. See, I'm speaking. I don't know why everything's telling me this, but the last part. Remember, who was that? Job. Who walked out the boat?
I don't know.
Remember the guy that walked out?
Refresh me.
Yeah. But Joe, I think it was Joe walked out of the boat, and when he saw Jesus, on the water, he was like, boom. He saw on the water. He was walking out the boat. Now these people that's on the boat was his so-called family and friends, people who was on the boat with him, right? Or was it Peter? No, I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was Joe. But he was walking out, and God had his eyes on Jesus, and Jesus was telling him to come on. Now they're in the middle of the ocean. Now his friends, it was Peter, I believe. Yeah, Peter. Thank you, Peter. So he's walking on the water, and his friends in the background say, "What are you doing? You can't walk on water. What are you doing? Get back in the boat. Get back in the boat." But he's got his eye on Jesus, and he's going like this. Jesus like, "Come on, come on." Now he's taking steps on the ocean, on the water, right? Doing miraculous things that nobody has ever done before, and none of them have ever seen before. His
Right.
family and so-called friends, but they still telling him he can't do it. They're not looking to see that he's actually walking on the water. They say,
Mm.
you're gonna drown, you're gonna do whatever. But he has his eyes on Jesus and keep walking. Then what happens when he turns away from Jesus to look back at his so-called family and friends that are telling him he can't do it? What happens?
Thanks.
He goes down, right? Because he's doing that. But the part of this whole story that I want to tell everybody right now is even when you go down and you fall in the water, what happened was Jesus went over there and picked him back up, even after he made the mistake, and said, now keep your eyes on me and move forward. And guess what happened? He got up, shook it off, stayed on it, and he accomplished his goal. So there's going to be times when you're doing things in life and whatever, and you may sink and you may look around and become distracted. But remember, there's always some times where you can get up and put your eyes back on your prize and you can complete your process. That's all
Mm.
I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's all I have to say as I drink communion.
Hello? Communion? Let's do this.
Don't burn your tongue. Don't burn your tongue now. Don't
No,
burn
it's
your
water
tongue.
on a cold metal straw. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
That was, I'm full. I think the whole room is full. Everybody right now as this amazing, refreshing breath of life that is in front of us puts his shoes on to leave. I want to see the entire chat fill up with red and white hearts. please.
Oh,
Shed, I really I know how we met was all jokes and fun, and then we got serious, and then we laughed, and there's something so pure about our connection that I said that something happened there, and that's nothing to, no romantic, well, it's bigger than that, if you know what I'm saying. And I just want to thank you so much for, in this little blink of a time, being as stand up as you are. Thank you for coming on here and just gracing us with your presence and your life history and your journey, and encouraging myself and everybody here that's live and that's going to watch on the replay. Thank you. I hope you come back here and share what you've got going on so we can pour into you. Thank you.
Oh, I got you. I just like all these red and white hearts because we're getting ready for January 5th, the Founders Day of Brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, January 5th, 1911. That's what you need. Praise God. That's what you need. You need a new thing. No, I'm messing. So we good. But
Listen,
I appreciate everybody, man. This was
I wouldn't be
amazing.
mad. I wouldn't be mad.
Helping Hands Foundation, ladies and gentlemen. The Helping Hands Foundation.
Thank you.
Please make sure you reach out to them. I love it.
Yes. Shed, we will talk. Thank you so much. I release you back into your real life. Please, let me just. What do you smell like right now? I'm just a little curious.
Shed G for women. But you want to know what I actually wear?
Yes.
I actually wear. It's called Mercedes for men. I love that scent.
Okay. Is that what you were wearing the night I met you? Smells amazing.
Yep, it was Mercedes. That's what I had on.
Okay,
I wear two. I wear a Creed, Mercedes, and then I have another one that I love to wear, but I forgot the name of it.
Just turn your head. Just turn your head for me. Like just let me just smell you. Okay, everybody, hold on one second. Let me see. Oh my God.
Come on with it.
Oh, it smells so good. And your beard, whatever beard oil you use, that smells amazing too. Oh my good Lord. Okay. All right. That's enough. Everybody act normal.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to go to my fans only beard page.
Shed, it was a pleasure having you. Please do not turn into a stranger here. We hope to see you soon.
I got you. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shed. Good night.
Bye.
Wowzers. Hello. He almost broke into a Medea for us. Wasn't that amazing? Amazing. Like, can we just take that in? Like, that was a lot. I'm going to have to immediately watch the replay to take in my own show. Hello? Everybody, thank you so much. I know the beginning of the show, I burned half my tongue off, but seemingly I feel healed and whole. And I'm not even joking. Laughter is truly medicine for the soul. I promise you that. I hope all of you laughed. I hope you all received all of the messages and gems that were dropped by Shed G. I hope you all learned something you didn't learn before, and that was a treat to meet Medea. And you all saw Agnes and Medea get together. That was something else. This whole night, that's how you end the show, everybody. Listen, I want to thank everybody that's here from start to finish. I want to thank everybody that's new that walked in the door with Shed. Nice to meet you. I'm Natasha Simone. I do hope you stay and you stick around for a little while. Everybody, the link is in the bio. If you want to know more about who I am and all the craziness that comes behind me, click the link in the bio. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please know and understand that this show is powered by you. I do what I do, not just for me. I do it for us. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to drop a little love at the link in the bio. My Cash App is there, but, I've got Apple Pay and all that other stuff. You just got to send me a DM, and I promise I'll message you back. Listen, one thing I did take on a serious note, when he said that Tyler Perry reads all of his messages that are sent to his website, I said, you know what? I don't have any excuse. because I know my mailbox is not overflowing like Mr. Perry. So tonight after the show, I'm going to soak in the bathtub and I'm going to clear my inbox. I'm going to clear my inbox tonight. That's my vow. Because there's so many excuses we can make. Oh, I'll get back to it. Now, if I fall asleep, I'll let you know I fell asleep. But I'm going to clear my inbox. So all 600 of you that are unread, I'm clearing that. And I'm not being funny. Everybody listen to me. Thank you so much for supporting everything that I do here. I vow to always bring great content to you that you can walk away and feel like you received something that you can apply to your life. That is my vow to you. I hope you've been enjoying everything thus far. We've got some amazing shows in the pipeline. And again, I'm grateful for all of your support. The chat liners, the silent viewers, I'm really, 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 really grateful. We are back here tomorrow morning because I do 2 shows a day. The morning show starts at 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. 4:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's the morning show. But if that's too early for you, worry you not. The replays are on, and I come back in the evening time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? So I hope to see you all tomorrow. Everybody have a great night. Back office girl, the giveaway. Okay, yes. When this account gets to 9,000, every 100 all the way up to 10,000, I will be giving away prizes. We all like prizes, right? I'm getting stuff together. So get this account to 9,000. Every 100 thereafter, I will be giving away prizes. So you help me, help us. Share the content. When you love my guests, please follow them and support them and keep coming back. Okay? That's all you have to do. And what else? That's it. I want to thank my entire back office team. Let me just see if I missed anything here. Hold on one second. I just realized you have crazy good guests. Okay, Gibson Dog. Hi, Gibson Dogs. Gibson Dog says, I just realized you have crazy good guests. Shed G is amazing. The show is amazing because of you. No one can deny that, and I am thrilled you have great people behind the scenes. I love you. Wow. I received that. Thank you. Thank you, Gibson Dogs. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well and you're healing. I hope you laughed today. I really do. I received that message and I appreciate that. Everybody, please, the show was extended today, but I don't think anybody's complaining. Are you complaining? I'm not complaining. Get your shoes on and get on out of here, okay? Please leave my glasses and my plates and my silverware here. They are not souvenirs. You cannot take them home. Please throw your napkins in the garbage because why? That's disgusting. Okay, everybody, grab your phones and your computers out of the wall. I don't want any of your electronics and other stuff you got plugged in there. I don't want none of that left behind because once the show is over, you cannot come back until tomorrow morning. And guess what? I let selective people here in the morning studio. Everybody get out. Come on. My mom is in town and my kids are waiting for me. Please go. Nothing. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. I had to dress up a little bit for sure. I had to give him a little shoulder action, make sure everything was right. Okay. All right. Okay. Keep going. I'll give it to you after the show. You can have it because I'm losing weight. It's not going to fit me in a couple of weeks anyway. Bye, everybody. Get your shoes on. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, the kids gave you a tip jar? You can tip the tip jar. Yep. What's my cash app? It's the little $sign GOLDENMOMMY. Golden Mommy. Okay. Thank you. Go. Yes, I have Apple Pay and I have Zelle. Yes, I have a bank account. Please go. I have a PayPal too. Okay. Go. You better go before Mama Natasha starts coming. Okay. There goes the last person straggling out. Everybody, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. Do everything that I cannot do and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.